Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Imagine drinking something that tastes sweet, feels refreshing, and is sold everywhere in schools, restaurants, and even hospitals. Now imagine that same drink slowly damaging your liver, spiking your blood sugar, and increasing your risk of disease. It sounds like a poison, but we call it soda. Good morning, dear judges and all audience of today's English speech contest. Let's first of all thank Allah for His mercy and blessings. Second, may salawat and salam always be upon our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Dear audience, let me ask you a simple question. What's the most dangerous drinks do you have in your fridge right now? No, it's not alcohol. It's not even expired milk. It's that bright-colored, fizzy, fun-looking, sugar-sweetened beverage. The soda, the sweet tea, the juice box, and the energy drink, all hiding behind one mask: sweetness. So today I want to talk about these drinks, the so-called food poison that have quietly become a global health threat. Dear audience, do you know what sugar-sweetened beverages exactly are? They are drinks that contain added sugar, like sucrose or other sweeteners. Common examples are soda, energy drink, and flavored waters. They are sold with fun, music, and even celebrities. But they are dangerous because first, they are harming our bodies. A single can of soda can contain 8 to 12 teaspoons of sugar. That's more than the daily limit recommended by the World Health Organization. Over time, drinking these drinks can lead to obesity, especially among children and teenagers. And then heart disease. And the last one, tooth decay. And another reason why they are dangerous because they trick our brains. Unlike food, sugary drinks doesn't make us feel full. So these drinks spike our blood sugar, then drop it quickly. We become addicted to the feeling of sugar high without realizing the crash that always follows. And the last reason is because they fuel a global health crisis. In some countries, sugary drinks are cheaper than bottled water. Of course, many people will choose them. That's why the obesity rates are rising worldwide. Sugars. So then, what can we do to minimize the negative impact of these drinks? First, choose water or real fruit over processed drinks. Second, read nutrition labels because sugar is often hidden in healthy drinks. And the last is educate others, especially children, about the long-term risk. Sugar-sweetened beverage may taste sweet, look harmless, and feels refreshing, but behind the bubbles is a slow-acting poison. It's time to think differently, to drink differently, to protect ourselves and the next generation from the sweet poison in disguise. I guess this will be the end of my speech right now. Thank you very much for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Asrofi Fawas Ramadan. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, teachers. I want you to picture this. It's a hot day. The sun is burning your skin. You open the fridge and there it is, a bottle of cool soda. The ice is clinking, the bubbles are dancing. and the sweetness, it calls your name. You take a sip, ah, heaven. But what if I told you that in that bottle, they seem like our best friend? Sugar, sweet in it beverages, soda, bubble tea, energy drink, sport drinks. They seem like our best friend. They are colorful, fun, and everywhere. But behind that happy image, they are silent killers. They don't attack in one day. They wait slowly, patiently, until the damage is done. The thought about the first danger we gain. A single can of soda can have up to 10 teaspoons of sugar. Imagine taking 10 teaspoons of sugar and dumping them straight into your mouth. Would you do that? Probably not. But when we seem like friends, the deadly disease, your smile, your mouth feed on sugar. My name is Hasrofi. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Your Excellencies, the honorable judges, dear my friends who participate in the speech contest. First of all praises to Allah who give us this life and guides us always. Secondly, salawat and salutation must be upon Rasulullah Muhammad, peace be upon him, his family, friends, and followers. I am Rasendria Aruna Wisesa. Today, I would like to deliver my speech about the importance of ethics for teenagers in the social media interaction. Ladies and gentlemen, we all use social media, right? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and still many more. At TikTok, we often see video of young women wearing inappropriate clothes and dancing inappropriately. We also often hear the news about some teenagers doing suicide. Free sex in teenagers is very common right now. It's ironic and pathetic, isn't it? How can something like that happen to our young generation? Now, let me ask you, is it the parents' fault or the teacher's fault for not educating the students well? Or the student themselves' fault? Well, I think all of them are responsible of this. Starting from the students, the parents, the teachers, and the school. All of them has responsibility to educate and to guide the students to be a good moral person. But on this occasion, I will emphasize on ethics of using social media among the teenagers. Discussing about social media, I have a key word. It is freedom. Freedom in surfing the internet and the social media. Freedom in spreading videos, delivering information, news, education, health, and anything which goes to our daily life. Everyone can use it free without boundaries. But remember, Indonesia is a law country. As a moral person, especially young generation, we have to use our social media wisely. Indonesia has ITE law, aims to provide the legal certainty in the use of information technology and electronic transaction, protect the right and interests of the public, and prevent the misuse of information technology. The examples of violation of the ITE law, such as hate speech, distributing obscene image, or video via electronic media, online gambling, sending electronic message containing threats or blackmail, and hawk news spreading. So, if we want to use our social media safely, think before you speak. Use polite and respectful language when interacting in the social media platform. Avoid hate speech, bullying, and unproductive debates. Before sharing information, ensure it is from a trusted source to avoid the spirit of hoaxes. Avoid sharing personal information, such as address, phone number, or other personal data without permission. Respect copyright and do not upload content that not yours without permission. Social media and online communication can be a powerful tool for connecting with people and sharing information. But it also comes with a number of ethical dilemmas. By being aware of this ethical concern and being responsible in our online action, we can make the internet a safer and more positive place for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, dear my friends, as we conclude today's discussion on social media ethics, let's remember that our online action have a real-life consequences. Let's strive to be kind, respectful, and responsible digital citizen. Let's use our social media to uplift and inspire others, not to hurt or divide. Thank you very much for your attention, and let's make a positive impact in the digital world. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Faiz Tiawardana. Artificial intelligence and its impact on education. Good morning everyone. Respected teacher, dear friend and honorable guys. AI is no longer just a concept from science fiction. It is now part of our everyday lives, helping us write emails and recommending videos on YouTube and assisting doctor diagnosing diseases and even powering smart assistants like Siri or Alexa. But what about education? How is AI changing the way we teach and learn? The impact is enormous. Firstly, AI is making education more personalized. With tools like intelligent tutoring system and adaptive learning platform, students can now learn at their own pace. AI can analyze a student's strengths and weaknesses, then recommend exercise or topics to help them improve. It's like having a private tutor for every student. Secondly, AI is helping teachers save time. Tasks like grading, checking homework, and analyze student performance can be automated. This gives teacher more time to focus on what most matter, connecting with students and improving classroom learning. AI should be used to support teacher, not replace them. Human connection, empathy, and moral values cannot be taught by machines. We must ensure that education remains human-centered, with technology as a helpful tool, not the master. Let us embrace the future with open minds, ready to learn and adapt, just like a good student always do. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, good morning everyone. Honored judges, respected audience, and everyone here today. How are you feeling today? That's good to hear, and may God always praise us. First, I would like to introduce myself first. I'm Aita Chita Paisha, and in here right now, I want to tell you some information about sweet poison, the negative impact of sugar sweetens on beverage health. Secondly, I would like to talk about something that most of us love, something we enjoy and almost eat every day without knowing how much sugar inside of it. It's sweet, it's comfort, and it's almost everywhere. But it also can be a silent killer if we are not aware enough. I'm talking about sugar, the sweet poison that hides in the plain sight. And why do I call that? And why is sugar is really dangerous for our health? Because sugar may look harmless, but if we consume too much of it, it can damage our health. For example, sugar is one of the biggest reasons why people get anxiety disorder, heart disease, obesity, cancer, even depression. At first, sugar may give us a quick boost of energy, but after a while, it makes us feel tired, weak, even sad, because the most change disappears. And also, sugar is addictive. The more we eat it, the more our body craves it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something before we continue to the point. When was the last time you had something sweet? Perhaps this morning, or perhaps right now? And the tricky part, sugar may not only hide in any kind of dessert, but it hides in almost everyday foods, such as breads, sauce, ketchup, cereal, even in our favorite yogurt. So when we talk we already eating healthy, we might wrong. And this is especially dangerous for young children and teenagers. Moreover, teenagers seems to prefer eating sugary drinks rather than eating natural sugar from fruits and vegetables. It may seem normal right now, but it can cause a problem for the future Indonesia generation. Ladies and gentlemen, so what can we do? I'm not saying we should never eating anything sweet again. Of course, we could still eating our favorite chocolate or scoop of ice cream or any kind of cookies, but only in moderation way. It means not too often and not too much. Instead, we could try to eating natural sugar from fruits and vegetables, like what I have just said. Secondly, we could try to eating real food from meat, beef, and potato. Thirdly, try to drinking more water and avoid sugary drink, for instance, soda, ice juice, or any kind of sugary drinks from Indonesia product that I couldn't tell. Last but not least, let's try to read the labels before buying the product and make a better decision of our choice. And if we can do all of those, we can get life easier, feel stronger, even feeling better. In conclusion, sugar may look harmless, but if we consume too much of it, it can damage our health, slowly but surely. And let's be aware of what we are eating and provide a better generation for Indonesia future. Because small change today can make a big impact for our future tomorrow. A healthy mind, a healthy body. Mens sana in corpore sano. I think that's all from me, and I hope you're always taking care of your health and have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.